There we have it. Beautiful shepherd's pie. Pâté Chinois by Nestor. Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I prepare an old classic meal that I'm sure most of you have tried before, but I guarantee you it won't be as good as my version. It is the classic savory shepherd's pie, or as we say here in Quebec, Pâté Chinois. So let's get into the kitchen and start cooking. So here are all the ingredients that's going into my shepherd's pie. It's going to be, I'm using russet potatoes, and there's 3 cups of those cubed, and we're going to boil it and then mash it down, and that comes to 500 grams. Next, I had 1 yellow onion chopped into fine pieces, and one large carrot, and I got a half a cup, and they're nicely cubed. 1 large celery, and the celery stalk has been cubed. We're going to be using, in this recipe, 1 packet of gelatin, and I'm going to be using up some leftover red wine. And usually I wouldn't put wine in this, but since I had this in the freezer, I'm going to add that to my recipe. You'll need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and my favorite is this brand out of the tube is fantastic. We're going to be using 1 can of corn. You can also use creamy style if that's your thing. 1 bay leaf and 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 teaspoon of Lynn Perrin's Worcestershire sauce, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper, 2 tablespoons of flour, and here I have 525 grams of lean hamburger. And I think that about covers it. So let's put this beautiful meal together and let's get going. Okay, to start with, so I got a large pot here, and I spread out the lean hamburger at the bottom, and what you have to do is just spread it out like this and keep on chopping, and we'll come back in a few minutes once this is browned up a little bit. And in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to keep on mincing at this and keep it separated, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so the hamburger is nicely browned and in good chunks. And next you'll add in the onion and garlic and stir that up and breaking everything apart. And the 1/2 cup of celery. The 1/2 cup carrot. And that's going to cook away for about 5 to 7 minutes. And just chop this up a little bit more till we got nice chunks of beef, and we'll come back in a few minutes. Now I'll add in my frozen red wine, and that comes to less than 1/4 cup, and my cup of chicken stock with the packet of gelatin previously mixed in. It's been sitting like that for about 20 minutes. So mix that all in, and then I'll turn back up the heat, mix that up nice and thoroughly, and I'm going to add in the teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Mix that up. So at this point, I'll add my 1 bay leaf in there, and I'll take it out before putting it into the oven. So just do like that until it comes to a boil. And I might as well add the salt and pepper now. Oh, that smells really good with the smell of the wine cooking in there. Really nice. But the wine is optional. And yeah, so let's add in the flour a little bit at a time. And with that gelatin and the flour, this mix here is going to get nice and thick. So I'm going to turn down the heat really, really low to a medium low. And that's about it. And we'll just we'll cover that and let it sit for about 15 minutes or so. Almost forgot the 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste out of the tube, but if you have a can, well, maybe half, but it takes 2 tablespoons. And now it's really beautiful. Look at that, add a bit of red color to it. This is going to be so beautiful. That's it. Okay, let's smash up the potatoes. I've added a bit of salt and pepper, not much. And my secret spice I've also added on top was celery salt, just a little bit, and 4 tablespoons of butter. And now to that, I'm going to add a bit of 2% milk. But if you have homogenized or whipping cream, that'll also work. So we're going to get that all nicely mushed up and mashed up and set it aside. And then once the meat is fully cooked, then we'll assemble our beautiful, luxurious, tasty shepherd's pie. That's it. Well, it took like a minute. So let's end it there, and then we'll put together our shepherd's pie. So the meat is nicely done, and we're going to line the bottom of my Pyrex and just spread it out nice and evenly. And that 525 grams of meat will be just enough. Spread that out. Oh, it smells so wonderful. It's incredible. So now let's spread the corn out. And I have my spatula sitting here in hot water. And I'll spread out the corn evenly as possible. And now to get my mashed potatoes. And we'll just drop a little bit in each corner, in the middle. I think we're just going to have enough mashed potato. The oven has already preheated to 425 degrees, and I'm going to watch it. It's supposed to cook about 15 to 20 minutes, but I'll keep a close eye on this one. All right. Let's keep on spreading out the mashed potato. Now we'll just make little chops, or you could make your favorite little design. And then once the mashed potato is nicely browned, this will look really attractive. On top of that, this is optional, I think. Not everybody will want to put Parmesan cheese, but I would like to. I've never done this before, but I just got a feeling it's going to be nice. Not a whole lot, just half a cup, if that. And then on top of that, very traditional, you got to hit it with some paprika. And that, my friends, is ready to go in the oven. And there you have it. My shepherd's pie is finally done. It's looking very nice. And I'm going to eat that with a nice spinach salad with my very own homemade dill pickle spiced salad dressing. And I'll make a video on that in a couple of days. And you really got to try that. So with some garlic bread, and there's my casserole all ready for me to enjoy. So there we have it. Beautiful shepherd's pie, Pâté Chinois by Nestor. And like I said, served with a nice spinach salad and garlic bread, and I could not be happier. Let's just take a piece of this. Wow. Creamy, tasty. Oh, so tasty. And I hate to brag, but it's the best I've ever made. So, with all the vegetables in there, excellent. You really got to try my version of shepherd's pie, and you won't be sorry. So, having said that, thank you for visiting my channel once again, and give me a thumbs up. Much appreciated. Subscribe as always, and till the next one, have yourself a terrific day. Bye now.